Welcome to Trash to Trend. Sold out our first year. You know what that means? It's going to be an annual event. Bigger and better every year. We're going to double in size next year. So there you go. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce the next person, and she is the lady who put all of this together. She and her staff and volunteers did all the legwork to get the venue, to get the sponsors, to get the models, to get the designers, to get the money coming in. She and her staff and her volunteers did all of the work that made sure that tonight was a big success. And it's Jody Baez.
So much for coming. It's going to be a great show, and I just want to thank a few people. Doug, thank you very much for hosting. Our awesome board members and all of our volunteers. Thank you, thank you. And doesn't this place look amazing? Yes. Special event services, Mr. Tim over here on the sound. And D Squared put everything, all the show together and everything. Salon on 9 right here. Did the hair and makeup with Aveda. Let's see who else we got here. SeaWorld is our big sponsor this evening. Yay, SeaWorld. They donated over $7,000 to help make this happen. So thank you, SeaWorld. And most of all, I want to thank the designers. Wait till you see what we have. They have been an absolute pleasure to work with and what has made the show what it is. And thank you all for coming. Thank you, judges. We have Flora Maria, Carrie, and Commissioner Sheehan, which Doug will introduce a little bit later. So thanks. Have fun.
Thank you, Jody. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that I am preaching to the choir, but there are recycle bins all around the room. Please put your cans and bottles in the recycle bins. These Keep Orlando people, beautiful people, are rabid. I was walking down Central Avenue with Jody one day and just happened to put my cigarette out on the sidewalk. Well, she body slammed me against a wall. She said, "That goes directly into the rivers and lakes." I was down on my knees so fast, I picked it up. Well, there you go. Wasn't the first time. Okay. Shut up. Yes, it's going to be that kind of night. Tonight's not only about raising funds for Keep Orlando Beautiful, but also to bring the fashion and art world together with an environmental community to promote sustainability in an innovative way. 24 amazingly talented fashion designers and artists have created innovative, fashion-forward looks, so Project Runway, made from the materials that would otherwise be headed to landfills or recycling facilities. Can we talk about my outfit for just a moment, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I'm supposed to look like a giant orange tree. If one more person tells me that, I'm going to shoot him in the face. My outfit, though, ladies and gentlemen, is also completely recyclable. You see, Thursday night I bought it at Bloomingdale's, and tomorrow I will be returning it. I'm going to get a full refund, and someone else is going to have the chance to wear this. If you think for a second I am kidding, I will show you the tags right here. Do not tell Bloomingdale's, all right? There we go. There will be 4 winning designs chosen this evening. The categories are Top Design, Avant-Garde, Most Wearable, and an Audience Choice Award that I'll tell you a little bit more about in just a little while. We'd like to welcome our judges here this evening. First of all, Carrie O'Neill from Regalia. Carrie also runs the Miss Winter Park pageant, has dressed many of Miss Americas, does all kinds of gown work and stuff, and has a beautiful shop on Washington Avenue. Also, we have Flora Maria Garcia, she's the CEO of the United Arts Council of Central Florida. And Patty Sheehan, who has been a city councilwoman in Orlando for 13 years. She is actually my city councilwoman for beautiful Eola Heights, all right? So without any further ado, we are going to get started. Yay! Now comes the fun part. Now, I have a lot of crap to read here, okay, about everybody. Some of these people wrote novels, I am telling you. But it's all very interesting, and it tells you. Also, I want to apologize now. Whatever happened to Bible names? Catherine, Elizabeth, names like that. I'm just telling you. I'm going to butcher these names, all right? So we are going to start. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, getting underway. Our first designer is Janira Rodriguez. Her design is called Kohens, and her model is Indira Tahada. She used trash bags, soda cans, shredded CDs, bubble wrap, foam tape, foam and tape. As Janira was walking around Lake Eola admiring the beauty of its surroundings, she was taken in by not only its beauty, but by the need to maintain paint. Lake Eola is a wonderful place to take a stroll and find peace and serenity. Its beauty lies within the park itself. The dramatic makeup and hairstyle is symbolic for the changes we need to make as a society to increase awareness. The high bun and ponytail is circular in shape and is representative of how we can learn to preserve our environment and preserve its natural resources. This is by designer Janira Rodriguez, and it is Kohens. Our next designer is Lisa Rosario. Her design is called Think Outside the Box, and the model is Madeline Ramos. Lisa works at a private school run by her local church. She is the food program director, and on a weekly basis receives boxes of supplies. So she decided to use cardboard as her medium. She stripped down the boxes and used the inside corrugated portion, which is flexible and easier to handle. She then used acrylic paint. Who knows? Maybe this will become the new leather for fashion future. That is Think Outside the Box by designer Lisa Rosario. Our next designer is Kira Abranoff, and her design is called Upcycled Architecture. Her model is Anna Ambrose. She used hardware, wood, Tyvek house wrap. Watching the process of building and construction projects is very similar to the way clothes are designed. Exact measurements, choice of materials, color, and design appeal. Kira was inspired by the challenge of taking something we live in every day that by design would be rigid and unforgiving, and creating something feminine and delicate. The designer is Kira Abrams, and her design is Upcycle Architecture. I almost wore something similar to that this evening. I pulled out at the last minute, thank God. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, our designer is William Bernois. And his design is Royal Ice Disguise. His model is Emily Swart, and it's made from garbage bags, mylar paper, plastic bags, ink, and hot glue. During the years William spent in entertainment, there were many budgets he had to work with, some small and some large. Whatever the budget, his job was to make the show look good and the actors feel comfortable in the role. Many items he had to use whatever was on hand at the time. He began to use recycled plastic bottles in his fine art when he exhibited in New York. And because of this, he was invited to exhibit in China and Berlin. In the making of this piece, he wanted to show that something of beauty could be made from something that was discarded. He hopes he succeeded. This is William Bernois' design, Royal Ice Disguise. Our next designer is Alice Treyman, and the design is Wearable Reuse, and she is modeling it herself. It's made from cotton knit discards, mostly t-shirts. Alice loves to wear t-shirts and hates to throw them away. My husband and I live in a very small place, and one day I decided to try and create new looks out of the old shirts and other cotton-based materials. She was pleased with her design, and others were as well. After receiving compliments, she decided to create more. Her husband saw the call for artists for this show, and she decided she wanted to share her creations and show others that they can also don't have to toss away their old t-shirts. This is Alice Treyman, and she is wearing wearable reuse. Our next designer is Kaylee Morgan, and her design is called Bibbidi Bobbidi Blue. Her model is Kristen McAllister. Materials used, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it looks what it is. Disney Park merchandise bag. Bibbidi Bobbidi Blue is the new green. Along with paint, rust, and pixie dust, Kaylee Morgan constructed this chic dress using plastic bags that she accumulated from the local theme park. These bags are made of 100% recycled plastic and printed with magical tassels and colorful fireworks that inspire this playful look. Kaylee always tries to be eco-friendly and likes to think of herself as the fairy godmother of green fashion. This is Kaylee Morgan's design, Bibbidi Bobbidi Blue. Our next designer, ladies and gentlemen, is Laritza Castillo. And her design is called Media Rebel. What else would it be called? And her model is Jess Streams. She used newspaper and plastic bags. I thought you just shot a bird. I was very concerned. So we're not having that much fun. This outfit is the way to show that we can make our own headlines. The women of today are strong and independent. They can be tough and feminine at the same time. She is aware of her environment and wants to make eco-friendly choices. Every year, America uses approximately 102 billion plastic bags. This outfit is one of many ways that they can be recycled. Also, if every American recycled just 1/10 of their newspapers, we could save 25 million trees each year. Be your own media rebel, create your own stories. Perhaps one about what you did to help Mother Earth. That is Laritza Castillo's design, Media Rebel. Our 8th designer is Debbie Kimbrough. Her design is called Trashin' Rocks, and it's Marissa Westbury is her model. She used bicycle inner tubes, CD spacers, bike chains, and scrap wire. This outfit is inspired by her current jewelry design, made from used bicycle parts and other found objects. She originally started using bike designs as part of an art challenge created by the Florida Bike Association of DeLand in mid-October of 2013, which is incidentally how she met her model. Once she started using these materials, she was continually coming up with new ways to use them and currently sells her designs at the Funky Trunk Treasure in beautiful DeLand, Florida, where we can go on the Sunrail soon. I'm excited! That's Debbie Kimbrough's design, Trashin' Rocks. Next up, we have designer Diana Hernandez. Her design is called Saving Autumn. And her model is Araceli Hernandez. I'm sure that wasn't even close, but there you go. Burlap, mesh bags of oranges, bottle caps, and fishing string. Diana's inspiration came from the trees falling leaves when changing seasons. She wanted to use colors that resembled the color of the leaves when they fall off. She named her dress Saving Autumn because when we recycle, we save our world and its beautiful seasons. Diana created this look because she wanted to create something uniquely ordinary and easily worn from something that could be recycled and that isn't normally used as material for clothing. That's Diana Hernandez's design, Saving Autumn. Our next designer is Kimberly Hernandez, and her design is She Wears the Truth. The model is Michelle Arcabel. Close, okay. She used canvas, newspapers, magazines, and CDs. This garment is the story of Kimberly's journey as a young woman. She wears the truth, represents who she is and what her passions are in life. The canvas, which forms the foundation of the dress, symbolizes the importance of art and visual expression. She has been an artist since day one. The newspaper and magazines that wrap around and adorn the dress embody her passion for journalism and editorial work. Last but not least, the CD bits that make the dress sparkle stand for the role that music has taken in her life. She wears the truth as a feminine look that is made to accentuate a woman's features. Recycled art is very personal, so she took this opportunity to put her experiences into a garment. That is Kimberly Hernandez's design, She Wears the Truth. Here's another one. Okay. Next up, it is designer Joanali Gonzalez. Her design is Corrugated Connections, and her model is Michelle Matral. She used cardboard, brown paper bags, and plastic. For tonight, Janelli has delighted us with a design called Corrugated Connections. The design is made out of cardboard, brown paper bags, and plastic bags, inspired in a modern 18th century look. Since Joanali was born, she has always shown interest in art, craft, and design. She has worked in the costume department on important film produced in Puerto Rico. She currently works in the Department of Creative Costuming at Walt Disney World. This is Joanali Gonzalez's design, Corrugated Connections. You better work. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, it's Malin Rojas. And her design is Reduce, Reuse, Revamp. And her model is Inga Ice. Materials used. Okay, here we go. Newspaper, plastic bottles, bottle caps, magazines, cans, milk and juice cartons, plastic cups and jugs, garbage bags, drink straws, and various plastic shopping bags. All of the items used in the dress were collected over several weeks. There were everyday items that were supposed to end up in the garbage but can instead be put aside to make this dress. It's a challenge to build a dress out of stiff and awkward plastic, but the designer needed to show that unconventional materials could be turned into art and beauty. It can be difficult to create a more sustainable future, but if we rise to the challenge and find creative ways to reduce the waste or reuse it, only beauty will come of it. This garment is a reflection of those ideas. The designer was also inspired by the concept of origami, how we can transform something simple and ordinary into something extravagant. This is Malin Rojas' design, Ice. Ladies and gentlemen, we're halfway through. I know. Next up, we have Christina Woodman's design, Upcycle Elegance. Her model is Brittany Heidemann. Materials used. Are you ready? Seatbelts, broken umbrella pieces, electronic power cords, cracked helmet. Cracked helmet. Bike chains, faux leather upholstery from a couch, bubble wrap, plastic shopping bags, specialty store shopping bags, an old purse, and an old sheet. Who would have thought that the couch on the curb would be destined to become a gown? Christina loves finding ways to make wearable pieces using materials not normally thought of and associated with fashion. This show has stretched her thinking and changed the way she looks at objects deemed trash. In this piece, she wanted to use items that people come across and throw away every day. She was inspired by a seatbelt purse that she saw and thought it would be perfect for the bodice. The airiness and abundance of the plastic shopping bags available inspired her to use them for the underskirt, and the drapeability and shine that upholstery off a discarded couch lent itself well to make the outskirt. That is Christina Woodman's design, Upcycle Elegance. Ladies and gentlemen, our next designer is Kyla Swanberg. And her design is Discarded Diamond. Her model is Catherine Geronimo. Her materials are aluminum cans, and wires. What do you get when there are too many discarded materials that need to be recycled? 23-year-old designer and recycler Kyla Swanberg, aka Miss Hit, wanted to create a look to illustrate the more lavish side of litter. Born and raised in Orlando, Kyla was inspired aluminum pans and wire, stainless jagged little gems. Kyla collected hundreds of soda bottles to create this look. Each plate of aluminum was linked to the next, making a sculptured chainmail effect. This is Discarded Diamonds by designer Kyla Swanberg. Our next designer is Marie Stevens. And the design is called Digital Demolition. The model is Vanessa McNeely. She used compact discs, cardboard, screen, and a screen sliding door. Marie is currently enrolled in the International Academy of Design and Technology and is very excited to be part of Trash to Trends fashion show. Her design was inspired by a combination of fairy tale silhouettes and the futuristic, reflective properties of CDs. She was motivated to use CDs because they are increasingly being tossed aside due to the advancements in technology. The digital world is creating vast amounts of waste, and it's important for our community not only to reuse and recycle our resources, but it's also imperative to make a conscious effort to minimize waste. How fabulous to be able to do this through artistic creativity. That is Digital Demolition by designer Maria Stevens. Next up, we have designer Kiera Andujar. Let's go with it. That's close enough. Tight Touch is the name of the design, and the model is Yuri Han. It uses garbage bag safety pins and a used keyboard. Being her second time creating a Trash to Trend garment, Kiera wanted to go towards a higher level and create a garment that captures the eye immediately and makes the eye move with the garment. Her style is very much high fashion, but in the garments that she creates, she likes to add small details that make a huge statement. For this, she imagined a gothic, hardcore girl who wants to become elegant with her own sense of style, making jaws drop as she showed off her spectacular figure and sense of style. She believes that she can be both elegant with her gothic look and still look more beautiful as ever, and at the end of the night, steal it away. That is design Tight Touch by Kiera Andujar. Ladies and gentlemen, our next designer is Miss Marcy Singhouse. Her design is called Mid-Century Marvelous, and her bottle is the fabulous Miss Sammy. She used leftover materials that she had lying around the house from various headdress ball gowns that she directed, and drag queen gowns that she made. When Marcy thinks of recycling clothing, she pictures dresses in vintage garments. This dress is inspired by the 1950s. The applique work is made up of fabric left over from various projects, the majority of which were for the fabulous Karen Brown. The swirls are inspired by a dress worn by Rosemary Clooney in the film White Christmas. Miss Sammy also wanted you to know that she got her wig and bra at a thrift store. Stop buying new bras, girls. Go to the thrift store. Who cares if it's a little yellow under here? Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is Megan Moreno. Her design is It's a Wrap, and her model is Rochelle Thomas. She used water bottle labels, bottle caps, green plastic bags, and newspaper. Megan created a dress that is truly one of a kind. Her inspiration for this piece was to incorporate the things that she uses the most. She wanted to incorporate these specific items because she figured that she continuously drinks water and reads the newspaper daily. So what better way to recycle them than to make an artistic and fashionable garment? The design also incorporates the theme of making the world a greener and better place, as she placed a tree made of corrugated cardboard and the world made out of bottle caps sewn together with green plastic bags. That is It's a Wrap by Megan Moreno. Our next designer is Oscar Hernandez. And his piece is called Recycle of Love. Rosalind Alfonso is his model, and he used recycled muslin, Doritos and Cheetos bags, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody was smoking pot. I don't know. It's sustainable. Okay, Oscar was always wanted to create something different. Submitting his application for this show wasn't easy. Then he thought about the whole fashion concept. It's a fashion show using recycled items and will be shown in February, the month of love. So Oscar came up with the idea of Recycle of Love. He saw the colors of the Cheetos and Doritos bag, which inspired him to start sketching and coming up with this concept. This is Recycle of Love by Oscar Hernandez. Trabaja. Ladies and gentlemen, our next designer is Bethany Michael. Her design is called Course. And it takes just a second. There you go. And her model is Olivia Taylor. Aluminum and plastic tubing was used, plastic bottles, plastic and styrofoam containers, woven plastic bags, a discarded patio umbrella frame, and scraps cuts of muslin. Hey, this piece is called Course, meaning to run or pass rapidly as if along an indicated path. Bethany wanted to create a piece with movement toward futuristic beauty and positive change. She began to collect materials from her own and others' recycle bins and became aware of the sheer magnitude of waste that is generated in our area. It is her hope that this piece and others shown tonight will also help raise awareness of the course we are currently headed down as humans regarding the amount of waste we are generating. This piece is called Course, and it is by designer Bethany Michael. It's just good for like a Sunday brunch, right? Let's go out tomorrow, downtown to Wildside, somewhere like that. Ladies and gentlemen, our next designer is a very pregnant Catherine Ruggieri. Her design is called Showstopper, and her model is Jackie Reisen. Her material used Bob Carr playbills. After spending a semester in New York, Catherine wanted to find a way to showcase all of the playbills she collected from the Broadway shows she'd seen. Having previously created a couple of recycled looks, she decided to make a corset to display these playbill covers. Catherine was inspired to take this previous design and create a show-stopping look for the runway. For this version, she played with the colors and the inside pages of the playbill to create this look for Trash to Trends. The piece is called Showstopper, and the model is Catherine Ruggieri. Our next designer is Paulina Wijanewski. I can think that's right. And her model is called Reconstituted. Her piece is called Reconstituted. Her model's name is Christina Rosario. Items used were Publix paper bags, cardboard, plastic trash bags, elastic bands, and ribs of socks. A modern lavish warrior with well over 100 knots, braids upon braids of woven pattern. Here's a marriage between the simple and the complicated. Paulina chose her fabric to be both organic and synthetic, while complicating the rest of the piece with construction similarly to a maison approach. This is her reconstituted piece. It's called Reconstituted, and it is by Paulina Wijanewski. Our next designer is Kellyanne Salazar, and her piece is called Wired. And her model is Dulce Perea. That was right. And her materials used are cable wire, electronic cables, trash bags, plastic bottles for structure, and acrylic paint. Kellyanne felt passionate in making a garment centered on the final phase of technology after it traps us. Personally, she feels that people rely too heavily on consumer electronic devices to the point where IT controls us. Do we know that we're willingly stressing ourselves out more than finding convenience? In order to visually represent her concept, she chose materials that could convey the word frenzy and suffocate, tangling and weaving wires to construct rage. Shows how technology flows meticulously through our veins like a virus. Underlying the wire is a sea of black bags to represent the choking power of it all. Electronic blues and neon greens paint the garment to a fast-paced, frenetic finality. This piece is called Wired, and it is by Kelly Ann Salazar. Our final look, ladies and gentlemen, is by Cristal Marie Pineda, and it is called Hallowed Ground, and her model is Brenna Bullard. Materials used: over 100 mop heads, right dye, purple and black, heavy-duty zipper, and reused muslin as the base. This look was first inspired by the movie Christmas Carol back in December 2012. The darkness of the ghost, but also the beauty of it all, creating a raggedy grunge look of the gown. As a visual merchandise student, Cristal was assigned to make garments out of reusable items, only with zero spending. Using mop heads was an item that wasn't used so much in that way of the garment to make something beautiful out of something that we use in our everyday lives. This garment weighs tons, with over 100 plus mop heads attached to the dress. Each head was cut up and hand-dyed with a process of hanging and dyeing, with a total of 5 weeks of construction. This is Cristal Marie Pineda's design, Hallowed Ground. All right. Well, first of all, I'd like to invite up all of our judges, and they are going to be giving out our awards. Patty Sheehan is going to come up, our city councilwoman. Flora Maria Garcia from United Arts, and Carrie O'Neill from Regalia. Patty's going to go first, and she's going to give out our Work the Runway, girl. Don't just walk, strut. Patty Sheehan's going to give out our Wearable Award, ladies and gentlemen, the most wearable outfit.
Yes, they let me do wearable because I'm the lesbian, the one in the comfortable shoes. The one that we picked, our notes were very old Florida, vintage 1960s look, great style and fit, my favorite fit and color, Saving Autumn by Diana Hernandez. Model Araceli Hernandez, Saving Autumn.
There she comes. Diana, are you going to come with your model? Diana, are you around? There you go. Walk the runway. You're the winner, girl. Quick. Oh. And ladies and gentlemen, we had fabulous trophies made. Look at this. I know. It lights up and does shit. I don't know what it does. All right. There you go. Congratulations. Give it up one more time for Diana Hernandez, her model Araceli Hernandez, Saving Autumn. Next up, Flora Maria Garcia from United Arts is going to give out our Avant-Garde Award. No, you don't need that.
Well, can anybody guess what we picked? No. We were over the top with corrugated connections. We thought that was super creative and amazing. It was a tough job. I mean, there were about 3 of them that we thought were remarkable, but we picked Janali Gonzalez with the model Michelle Martale, corrugated connections, as the most avant-garde.
Her designer needs to come out, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Nolly Gonzalez, there you go. Yay! And next up, Carrie O'Neill from Regalia is going to, no, I am going to give out the Audience Choice Award first, yes. Do we know who our Audience Choice winner is yet? They're feverishly adding. You know I don't read cursive. Digital Demolition is our winner. Designer Maria Stevens, model Vanessa McNeely. If they would both come out here, please. And there you go. Walk the runway. Go, work it. Where is our designer, please? Come on down. There you go, congratulations. And now Carrie O'Neill is going to give out our overall award. Right.
Oh. Best dress. We have reduce, reuse, and revamp. Sorry.
Reduce, reuse,
Revamp. Did you like that?
Malin Rojas.
Malin Rojas. Congratulations.
And that is model Inga Ice. Reduce, reuse, revamp. Walk the runway. Malin Rojas, we need you up here, please. There you go. Spread out across the stage so these people can get some pictures. There's our designer. Oh, congratulations, best overall. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna introduce one more time, Jody Baez. And Jody's gonna come up and finish out our evening for us. Yes, you wanna take, yeah. Models, take a few pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Jody's gonna come out in just a few minutes and wrap things up, but we have just a few minutes to take some pictures. And it's over. Models, get off the stage. Thank you. Right back this way. Thank you, I know. Be careful. Let's give it up for all of our designers. Everybody put a ton of work into this evening. They're all winners in my book, ladies and gentlemen. It was a labor of love. And the real lady of the hour, give it up one more time for Jody Baez, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did everyone enjoy the show? Whoa, how amazing was that, right? I told you they were talented. Just a couple thank yous that I forgot before is to Julio for the venue, Orange Studio. Thank you, Julio. And my good friend Joanne Grant, Mills 50 Main Street Coordinator, helped me do a lot. So thank you guys. I'm gonna go through and announce the silent auction winners real quick. So you know what you bid for. I'm just gonna name the names. Carrie Miller. And when you're here, before you leave tonight, just make sure and go see Clary. So Carrie Miller, Steven Spencer, Michael Kurt, Tiffany Lee, Pete Gogan, Jan Rahill, Andy Kitsley. Congratulations. Emily Wright, Ruby Gutierrez, all right, and James Andres. So thank you very much for all your bids tonight and all the silent auction. Good job. Right. Just a quick reminder that this was a fundraiser for Keep Orlando Beautiful. We do a lot to keep the community beautiful, environmentally and aesthetically. We hope to get a lot of more public space recycling. So all the proceeds and everything will go to increased recycling and more education. Make sure the youth today take care of our world. We've raised we have collected about $15,000. So thank you. We'll have a final number soon. All right. And I just want to introduce someone new that we have part of our events. We do a lot of events every year. What we have coming up next is the Wetlands Festival. It's a big educational environmental festival. And we also, we do all kinds of fun events. So I just wanted to introduce someone fun here at the fashion show. So let me see if he's ready. This is Recycle Ben. How cute is that? Come on, right? Our new little mascot for the kiddos. Yay! Recycle Ben. So the Wetlands Festival is February 15th. And we have an electronic waste recycling on February 22nd. Ben will be there, we will. So look us up, Keep Orlando Beautiful, and you can see all of our great events. All right, thank you, Ben. If you haven't yet, like us on Facebook, Keep Orlando Beautiful. We're going to put a lot of the pictures from tonight up there. And also on Flickr, the step and repeat pictures will be on Flickr. Let's see. April issue of Orlando Magazine. There'll be the event pictures in there. The winners and the designers will be featured in that as well. And last but not least, did I forget anything? I don't think so. Last but not least, after party. Come on, let's keep it going, right? Yeah, come on. Peacock is just 1 block north, so you can stay where you're parked, walk. We got happy hour specials. The designers and the models will be there. We got some food. And I think it'll be a great time to mingle, drink a little more, and have fun. So thank you guys so much. We'll be doing this for a while. So I'll see you at Peacock. Thank you.